What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to go over the September monthly energies for each of the zodiac signs today. September 2025, let's be exact. Even though readings like time is not really something you can predict, this can basically be something that is timeless. It don't necessarily have to have a timestamp attached. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. For those of you who are just now joining me, hi, my name is Tiara, and I do a lot of random stuff, not just tarot, even though that's the bulk of my channel. Also, if you haven't already, if you want to tune in weekly to see what messages does my cards have for you each week, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Join the channel. I don't really have a group name, but in any case, I'm gonna get used to it. But for the most part, just be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and follow along. You never know what messages that my cards have for you each week, or monthly, or collectively. You never know. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. What is the energies for each of the zodiac signs, Aries through Pisces, for the month of September 2025? What is the messages I can relay to them for the month of September 2025? Those that tune in and those that tune in afterwards, what is the messages I can give to those for September 2025, Aries through Pisces? Can you please help me give the messages needed for each of the zodiac signs, Aries through Pisces, for the month of September 2025? What is it that they need to know for this month? What is it that they need to know for this month? I'm getting thermo shuffles. 1, 2, 3. Aries through Pisces. All right. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. What's coming up for Aries this month of September 2025? Something's not coming together that you want it to come together. Something's not coming together. What's coming up for Aries for the month of September 2025? Okay, before I comment, why is the Three of Cups reverse here for? Okay, Moon reverse. Get revealed. Okay, you may become independent of a situation. Why the Page of Swords here? Why the Page of Swords here? Oh, yeah. Why the Page of Swords here? Okay, yeah, you're going to become independent of a situation. I think you no longer want to work on something due to... You probably find... Okay, again, this is basically a general reading, so take it as it resonates. You probably found out there was a third-party situation that was hidden from you, and when you found out, you're just saying, you know what, I don't want to be the third wheel, let me remove myself out of the equation. And you may decide to keep your options open. Let me see, why does Seven of Cups here? Yeah, I think like you're no longer you're no longer gonna put yourself in a position where you feel like you can't move on from something, or you're not getting exactly what you want out of a situation. I think at this time you're just stopping things in its tracks before it becomes something that is not. And I think you're trying to see what else is out there for you, and you're trying to figure out what direction you need to go before you actually make that move. But for the most part, I do sense that like you're gonna cut your ties with someone this month, or you're just gonna cut your ties with a certain situation that just did not work out. Why is the Knight of Pentacles? You're ending something, Aries. You're moving on. You're moving on. And Aries are notorious for moving on, like getting over shit quickly. But it just depends on their placements in the chart. I wouldn't say even, you know what? I'll take that back. I wouldn't say that they're a person to get over stuff quickly. I think they just get impatient, and they don't like to just sit and ruminate for too long, because it's just they don't have too much patience for stuff like that. But I do sense that you're no longer going to work on something, and you're going to cut your losses on something this month. Could be something related to work, or it just could be in regards to relationship or connection you're just gonna move on. You're not gonna stay stuck in a situation that it just did not give you, did not treat you like you were worth. Is what I see here. So that's what I see for you this month. You're getting out of connections, Aries. That's what I see here. All right. The good card didn't come together. All right. Oof. Shit. All right. Taurus, what's coming up for you this month? Okay. What's coming up for you this month, Taurus? You're impatient about something? Why the Page of Wands reversed? You're impatient about some type of communication or opportunity or some sorts. Why the Temperance reverse here? Okay. Why the Page of Wands here? You're impatient about a decision. Like what? Ooh, I'm sorry, y'all. Hold on, let me pause real quick. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. I just forgot. I be holding my hand like this when I be playing a game on my iPad, and I should stop doing that because it's like locking my, like it kind of have a little strain here in this area. So I do need to like be a little bit more careful, especially when playing that little game. But for the most part, let me see. Why is the Temperance reverse here, please? You're impatient about something. I think you're concerned about your stability, your financial security, and I think you're impatient about a decision in regards to your financial security, like something that you're waiting on something to come through for you so you can get out of this slack, or you get out of feeling as though you don't have everything that you need, if that makes sense. I think you want to try and sort out things. Like I think you're waiting on someone to give you an opportunity, or you're waiting on something to come through for you to get you out of this feeling of lack or feeling left out in the cold even. Why is the Page of Pentacles here? What is that? What's the Page of Pentacles here for? What's the Page of Pentacles here for? Six of Swords. Yeah, you want something to move forward. Like, I think you're tired of, like, trying to see, okay, is it going to happen? Is it not going to happen? Is it going to come through for me, or is it not going to come through for me? I think you're in this position where you're feeling as though, like, things are just not moving as quickly as you want, or you're not getting, like, you're feeling a bit insecure or scarce about, like, you know, your resources and things of that nature. And you're trying not to, like, bog yourself down. You're literally trying to wait on that communication to come through about an opportunity, possibly something work related, so you can feel more secure in yourself in that regard. I do want to say, Taurus, well, before I even go on that tangent, why the Queen of Pentacles reverse here, please? This can also be in regards to a commitment to somebody. Like someone probably someone probably feels closed off to a connection or closed off to a situation. Like, I think someone became impatient and closed themselves off due to the impatient. Like, I think another way to even read this is like, you're impatient, like you no longer have the patience to wait on something, and you wanted to move on from something. Like, you want to go ahead and just cut your losses because you're becoming impatient. Like, I think you no longer want to wait on somebody to get their shit together, or you're no longer, like, you're impatient about a situation where, you know, your stability is at hand and, you know, folks are playing with you. Especially, I know this job market is very weird right now, so I trust it's kind of weird, but at the same time, I do sense that, like, you're just becoming impatient about either a connection or opportunity. And you're waiting on the sun to shine on you. You're waiting on your ships to come through for sure. You're waiting on the decision to be made so you can get that. You're waiting on that communication. But it seems as though like it might come in slowly, or it may not come in a it may not come in the way that you want it to, or come as quickly as you want it to. So one more card. Why the sun here? I think you're feeling disconnected. I don't think you feel confident about certain things. I don't think you feel confident about your stability this month. You don't feel confident in like what's going on, or like what's happening. Also, this person could be a fire sign, a Leo specifically, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. If this is in regards to a connection, like I think you're trying to find a light at the end of the tunnel, after ending with somebody. Okay. 6 of Swords. Yeah, you're moving on. You're moving on. You're moving on. You're no longer interested. You're impatient. And I think you may also, another way to read this is like you may start to get over some type of heartbreak you had with somebody. You may start to focus more on your work, or try to find work to keep you occupied from dealing with the emotional whiplash that this situation has caused. So that's what I see for you here, Taurus. You're either focused on the Benjamins, you're concerned about the Benjamins, or you're feeling impatient about a decision that's not being made as quickly as you wanted to. I think you're just more so like trying to figure out your stability this month, Taurus, overall, whether in all aspects of your life. You're just trying to figure that out this month. So that's what I see for you. Gemini, what's coming up for you this month? High Priestess. Something's hidden. What's coming up for you this month, Gemini? Two of Cups. Connection. Empress reverse. In the background, like, I get the High Priestess, like some type of connection is hidden from you. But in the background, it seems as though it's not going anywhere. Like a connection's not going anywhere. Because the Empress reverse at the bottom of the deck when I pulled the Two of Cups. Why is the High Priestess here? Four of Swords. Emperor reverse. Hangman reverse. I think unexpectedly you know what? I think I got this for another sign last week when I was reading the weekly energies. I don't know if this is a continuation of it. I think someone secretly is thinking about getting out of something because they no longer feel as though they can work on something. I think I did get this for you last week in that weekly reading. Someone, either you or somebody, feel as though they no longer want to stay connected, and they feel as though they no longer want to work on it. But this is not something that is actually, this is not something that is spoken. This is not something that is actually out in the open. It's something that is like deep within someone's conscious mind, or like thoughts. Is not something that was actually said or acted upon, if that makes sense. And this is in regards to a connection. Someone wants to rid themselves of this, or get out of a situation where they feel as though they no longer are in control. They no longer feel connected to somebody, or this thing, or this situation. Again, this is a general reading. Why the Two of Cups here? Yeah, this is in regards to a connection, more than likely. Someone wants to seek... I got this for you last week. Someone is secretly wanting to become independent of a situation. They no longer see the longevity of a connection, and I think they're secretly making a decision to drop it. I think this is something that it's not necessarily out in the open. This is something that is in someone's conscious mind. Like, they're thinking about it, but they're not acting upon it. This is not something that they're acting upon. But secretly, someone wants to get out of a connection they no longer want to work on. Why the Knight of Wands reverse? Why the Knight of Wands reverse, please? Two of Wands reverse. What's this? Yeah. Okay, I don't know if I should take this. Oh, yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah. I think they want to go ahead. Yeah, someone wants to release themselves from a connection here, Gemini. I don't know if it's you or this other person, but I feel as though in order, like, you want to regain back your balance or regain back that spark you have within yourself, either you or this person. But this is something that, looking at the Justice card, it looks like this is something that is meant to happen, or this is something that is something that has to happen. But again, this is something that is in the background. This is not something that is out in the open yet. Let me make sure. Is this out in the open? Upright, yes, reverse, no. No, it's someone don't want to work on something. This isn't out in the open. Upright, yes, reverse, no. Yeah, this is not out in the open. So this is someone no longer want to work on something, Gemini. I don't know if this is you or this person, but I've sensed that, like, you are contemplating on freeing yourself from something. You or this person. And mind you, I don't know if you know what's going on astrologically. If you're just trying to figure out what the hell is going on with me, why am I thinking about freeing myself from certain shit? Understand that Uranus is currently transiting your sign. So if you are a Gemini sun, moon, or rising, just know you are becoming independent from situations. Like, Uranus is that quick change, unexpected change, freedom, weirdness, community, all that shit. Like, so Uranus is transiting your sign. So if you're feeling like you need to free yourself from something, just know astrologically, I think it's supporting you, or is forcing you to rid yourself of these things that make you feel tied down or make you feel trapped, in order for you to, like, embrace the things that make you feel more free and more empowered and more yourself. And I think I'm keep being drawn to this Justice card here. I think this is primarily due to this is something that has to happen, or this is something that is meant to happen. And I don't think it happened yet, but like I said, this is not out in the open yet. I think this is something that you've been just thinking about or just ruminating on before you actually do it. You or this person. So that's what I see here, Gemini. I got this for you last week. Just check out my last week's weekly, what is it, from August the 24th through the August the 31st. Check out that weekly reading, weekly tarot messages reading, time steps in the caption, Gemini. You might get more messages out of there. Okay, Cancer, what's coming up for you? You're trying to see what your options are, but I don't think you're not putting actions towards your options. I think you may be confused about something. What's coming up here? Cancer, what's coming up for you this month? Temperance reverse, Three of Swords reverse. Ouch. Yeah, I think, okay, you don't feel comfortable going towards something. I think you may be confused about something. You may not know what options or which direction you need to take in regards to something this month, Cancer. You pulled the Seven of Cups here. So the Seven of Cups can represent options, but it also can represent confusion, or represents, like, tricks. You also pulled the Temperance reverse and the Three of Swords reverse. I think you're becoming impatient of, like, something that hasn't came to a conclusion yet, because the Three of Swords reverse, I think you're impatient about getting over something. Like, I think you may feel like something's still lingering in your energy, and you're impatient about ridding that out of your energy. Why does Seven of Cups here? You're trying to see which direction it is that you need to take, but you're unable to make that decision or make that call or go that direction because you're unclear as to which direction you need to take, which opportunity or which path you need to commit to. I think you're confused about where you want to commit to, and it's making you impatient because it's like you're trying to figure out which direction you want to go, or like, and you don't want to, like, waste your time. Why the Three of Swords reverse here? Why the Three of Swords reverse here? Why the Three of Swords reverse here? Tower. Oh, why the Three of Swords reverse here? Gotta fall out the deck, please. Okay. Okay. Nine of Swords. There probably was some harsh communication that came through to you that pissed you off. something pissed you off, possibly. I think this is another story. A lot of Temperance reverse here. Yeah, I think you're okay. This is similar to like, yeah, I think you're impatient on. Yeah, I don't think you really have the patience for dealing with. You don't have the patience. And you're walking away from things that does not make sense to you or does not give you the clarity that you need. You want to focus on your emotional stability, and whatever the situation was that was making you impatient, I think you want to walk away from that. Why the Knight of Swords here? Who is this Knight of Swords? Justice. A Libra may come to you or talk to you, but there's some type of situation where I can say this, a situation probably was unfair in nature, or a situation was like fucked up. But I think you may get communication from somebody in regards to the situation. I want to say an apology possibly, but you know how that works. You never know if you're going to get an apology or not. But there may be communication in regards to an apology. One more card is why the Seven of Cups here. Yeah, you don't know what to commit to. You don't know where to place your energy. And it's making you a bit restless too. Like you're trying to figure out like what should I do? Communication may come in though from somebody to help or to like make things a bit clearer, but I do sense that like you're maybe a little bit restless about a path that you want to walk down for yourself, and you're just trying to figure out what should you commit to. That's what I'm starting to see here. You're just trying to figure out what you commit to. On another note, I think you're becoming impatient with somebody, and you may receive communication from somebody that may remind you of a certain wound. But whoever if it's a person coming in that you just do not fuck with, or you have not, that fucked you over in the past possibly, they may be coming in to apologize, but I think ultimately you're going to walk away from that. I think you no longer have the desire to open up that book again. I think you're going to cut your losses and move on, is what I see here. You really don't have the patience for people like that in your life again. But I do sense someone may try to come in to try and communicate and make stuff right again. But like I said, it just depends. What's the Justice card here for? One more card. Yeah, I think they wanted to like try and reconnect. Someone wanted to try and reconnect with you, but I don't think you're with the shit. I don't think you're with the shit. There's too many threes here too. I don't think you're with the shit, and I think you're going to ultimately walk away from it. I don't think you're going to go towards it, is what I see here. But that's what I see here for you, Cancer, this month of September. Okay. All right. Leo, what's coming up for you this month? Ooh, 2 cards flew out. 8 of Cups. Okay, I think you're getting out of your own way. But indirectly, you may feel as though you can't really make a move because you got the King of Wands at the bottom of the deck. I don't think you really making a clear, direct decision about something yet. About possibly in regards to work. Why the 8 of Pentacles here? Why the 8 of Pentacles here? Judgment. You're trying to see where you should invest your time. You're trying to see where you should invest your time. And I think you're holding back from something. Possibly something tangible. Something you're holding back from working on something until you get a clear understanding about if this is something you want to put your effort towards, or if this is something that you don't want to put your effort towards. I think you're trying to debate on like where you should direct your energy this month. Why the 5 of Cups reverse? 8 of Swords reverse. I think you're also like you're slowly but surely getting over like some type of disappointment that you had in your life, and you're getting out of your own way. I think you're no longer going to sit up there and ruminate on some things that has transpired, because I think you're starting to get tired of your past regressions. I think you're just gonna get out of your own way. I got that in the beginning. Like, you want to get out of your own ways this month. You no longer want to feel stuck to a situation. Why the Eight of Swords reverse here? And you're gonna see what else is out there for you. What else is out there for you? Because I think whatever the situation was, or whoever this person was, because the Queen of Swords came out reverse, I think you no longer want to lie to yourself too, and I think you want to be honest with yourself. You may be slowly but surely just like in your mind mostly this month, not necessarily verbally speaking on anything or making any rash actions just yet, because I think you're still trying to figure out what you want to do and which direction you want to go. And you don't want to waste your time or expend more energy than what's necessary. I didn't even know the Ten of Wands was at the bottom of the deck. I don't think you want to expend too much of your energy on places that is not reciprocated, or places that is not really giving you what you really want in regards to that. You want to see what options are out there for you. And I think you also want to make sure you don't go towards situations that gave you the same result that you got before. You know what I mean? One more card is the Eight of Pentacles here. Yeah, you don't want to waste your time. You don't want to deceive yourself, or you don't want to go towards situations that sells you a dream or doesn't give you that full stability that you want. And I think you're trying to observe, if I put effort towards this place, will I get that return back investment, if that makes sense. So also, I do want to say, now that I think about it, be careful where you invest too. Make sure you read the fine print, because there may be something that's not being said, or something that you may gloss over, or something that you're not fully comprehending. So hold back, like take your time. Like, don't allow someone to rush you to make a decision in regards to a job opportunity or work opportunity. Just make sure you figure out if this is something that you want before you accept anything, okay, Leo? I do want to emphasize that there. I don't know why I thought about that, because when you look at the Eight of Pentacles here, you see the pentacles falling from this hand and falling into the other hand. And it's like, now it's like you're deciding on whether or not you want to hold back your money, like hold back your time, hold back your money. Like, be careful where you invest your energy. Like, you know, really think things through. Take your time. Take your time here. Something may not be as it seems. And also, look elsewhere. Like, if you don't think this thing is giving you what you want, or this thing is not really fully being transparent or clear to you, just see what else is out there for you, Leo. You don't have to stick with the first option that just comes to you. Before you invest in something, really read the fine print, because this is clarifying the Eight of Pentacles, okay? Really look deeply into something, okay, Leo, before you invest in something, because it may not be what you think it is. Hold back your money. Hold back your investment. Don't commit to anything just yet. And make sure that you make decisions out of a clear mind this month, Leo. So that's what I see here for you, Leo. Okay. Virgo. Same thing. I think you're deciding on where you're going to put your energy. Where you're going to put your energy. Why the Four of Pentacles here for Virgo? Yeah, I think it's like in regards to you pulling the same cards as Leo. I mean, y'all signs are close together, so y'all might get the same energy that pop up in some way, shape, or form. I'm not sure, but I think you're trying to see where you're going to invest your energy, and before you make a move, you're going to see which direction you want to invest your energy. I think you're I think you're holding information close to your chest as well in regards to work, or in regards to like what you're going to do next. I think you're going to keep that to yourself this month. You might be more discreet. And I think before you make a move on anything, you're going to make sure that you fully vet everything. Why the Judgment card here? Oof, Two of Pentacles. I think you're not making you may make a decision to disconnect from somebody this month, or disconnect from something that you once felt trapped to. I got this energy from you for weeks before something, but I feel as though you may disconnect from something this month as well. This could be in regards to a relationship, connection. Does not necessarily have to be romantically in nature, but I think you no longer want to you're deciding on whether or not you want to invest in this connection or not. Like you're trying to make a decision, or you're going to make a decision to release yourself from a connection that is not really fully giving you what you want. Why the Four of Pentacles here? One more card is the Why the Four of Pentacles here. You're walking away from something, possibly an opportunity, or a missed opportunity, or something that was built off a lie. I think you're becoming impatient, or you're let me see what's at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, I think you're no longer gonna, like, this is something that was not really solid in nature. And I think you're no longer going to put your efforts towards this situation. You're going to walk away from that situation. And you're going to detach yourself. I think you are becoming impatient with things happening. Like, you're just becoming impatient overall. Why the Temperance reverse here? Yeah, and I think you want to settle the score. You want the scores to be settled. Like, I think you also want someone to get their karma too. This is just random. I don't know if this like applies, but you might want someone to get their fucking karma. Like, when is karma gonna bite this bitch in the ass? I think that you're becoming impatient. Like, why does it look like this person? Why does it look like this person is getting off scot-free? I think you're making a decision to, like, but overall, I think you're just like trying to see what direction you want to take, but you're also not trying to make rash decisions based off I think you're mainly detaching yourself from people this month, or detaching yourself from a decision this month, a person, place, or thing. And you're I don't think you're telling your moves outwardly. I don't think you're really telling anyone what you're up to career-wise. You got mixed messages, but I think you're walking away from something that was considered a missed opportunity, or something that was not really as valuable as you once thought it was, is what I see here for you, Virgo. So that's what I see. I hear families here, but we're going to still continue reading. So what's coming up for you, Libra? What's coming up for you, Libra? Something gets revealed to you. Something about, there might be multiple people involved, but something may get revealed to you about a Queen of Wands reverse. Someone was not direct. Either you're not feeling confident about going towards something, or someone's not feeling confident, or someone may not be telling the truth about something. Why the Queen of Wands reverse here? Why the Queen of Wands reverse here? Hangman. Communication may come in from a Queen of Wands who've been observing things from afar. Something's not able to close out, or someone wants to become independent of a situation. Like, someone's debating on if they want to become independent of a situation or free themselves from something. Why the Moon reverse? Nine of Cups. Five of Wands. Okay, secretly someone's not really getting their wish fulfillment in regards to something. Someone's secretly, I think it gets revealed that someone's not happy about something, and someone wants to cut through the drama. They no longer want to fight about something. They no longer want to feel unfulfilled. And I think they may make it known. Either you or this person may make it known, because it's been fucking with them. And I think they want to get out of that cycle, or get out of that, like, mental anguish that they were in, either you or this person, in regards to whatever the situation is. And unexpected communication may come about this. It may catch you off guard. It may come left field. Why the Hangman here? Hangman here. Eight of Pentacles. I think it's in regards to working on something. Like, I think you're just trying to see if you want to work on something, or if you working on something, it's going to cause more burdens, or is it going to give you what you really need? I think I don't know if you may not feel confident about an opportunity, or feel confident. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get comfortable. Shit. But you may not feel comfortable about an opportunity, or you may, like, I don't know if I'm getting second thoughts about something. I don't know why I want to say cold feet, but you may feel like you're getting cold feet. I'm drawn to this dude's shoe. You may be feeling like you're getting cold feet about some work that you're doing. You may feel like an imposter. You may feel like an imposter. And it may be weighing heavy on you because you feel like you're not, because you don't feel confident, or you feel as though you're not doing a good job or something. Why the Five of Wands reverse? What is this about? Three of Wands. I think it's getting, okay, one more card. Why the Moon here? There was some deception that has went on too. Okay. There was probably some deception that went on behind closed doors. And I think you're trying to look away from that particular situation, and you're trying to see what else is out there. Because whatever was revealed to you, it's in regards to like, why the Nine of Cups reverse here? Six of Wands reverse. It could be in regards to a connection or a situation. Like something did not come together the way that you thought it was, or you just did not get the wish. You didn't get what you really wanted out of the situation. And I think like, why the Five of Wands reverse? What is that about? Temperance reverse. It probably was a lot of drama involved too in this situation. And I think like it made you impatient. It made you feel like you can't really do anything, like you just felt like in two minds or indecisive about what you wanted to do. But it seemed like something was eating you up inside, or something was not fully clear to you in general. Like I don't think something was really transparent to you, and it was fucking you up inside. And I also felt as though you just was not getting the recognition that you really wanted in a situation. And I think overall, whatever gets revealed, or some type of like communication that come through, or some type of emotional clarity that may come through, you may like start to look elsewhere, look where your efforts are appreciated and more seen, or put your effort towards places where it actually is reciprocal and actually gives you that balance and that fairness that you desire. Why the Queen of Wands here? Why the Queen of Wands reverse here? Ten of Cups. Five of Swords. Yeah, I think you... Hold one moment, y'all. Okay, sorry about that. But I think you felt like an imposter, Libra. And you felt as though you had to defend yourself and your worth in a situation. And I think you felt like an imposter, or you felt like you... I don't know if it was like something like you felt as though you didn't deserve something. But you just felt like you felt like an imposter, or you may feel like an imposter in the month of September. And I think you're letting... Let me see. Why the Seven of Wands reverse? Yeah. Don't get in your own way this month, Libra. Whatever's meant for you, just know this. Whatever is meant for you, you won't ever have to question it. You don't have to feel as though like you're undeserving or something. If it's something that's meant to be in your life, trust me, it will be there. And if it's something that's not meant to be in your life, it will not be there. There's no need to beat yourself up or to make yourself feel like you don't deserve an opportunity, or feel like you don't have all the tools necessary in order to get the opportunity. Like, just know you don't have to cheat yourself out of something. Why the Five of Swords here? Yeah. I'm still kind of confused though. Why the... One more card is the Why the Five of Swords here, please. It may be past hurts that come up in regards to something. Lies exposed. You may be moving on from lies or like deception that has transpired. I think you're making a decision. Someone's making a decision, either you or this person. And I think you're no longer going to feel like you're going to be in resentment either. I don't think you're going to be in resentment over something too much longer, or be pissed off about something too much longer. But don't feel like an imposter, especially if you got it. Shit, just be thankful you got the fucking opportunity, especially if you got it in a fair way. You know, don't worry. Like, you know, don't worry. That's all I want to say, Libra. I don't know if that made sense, but hopefully I tried to translate that the best that I could, okay? All right. Let's go down to Scorpio. Scorpio, what's coming up for you this month? Moon reverse, something get revealed. Scorpio, what's coming up for you this month? Queen of Cups. Six of Wands. Why the moon reverse here? Ace of Cups. High Priestess reverse. Four of Wands. Why the Queen of Cups here? Nine of Wands. Okay. What's this Ace of Cups reverse here? Heartbreak. Okay, someone's not reciprocating the feelings that you have for... Someone's not reciprocating the feelings that you have for someone. Emotional unavailability, or what is it? Someone's not reciprocating emotions that you have, or not seeing you in the picture. And I think that's getting revealed, and it may cause some type of heartbreak in some way, shape, or form. You may feel left out in the cold, or someone may be trying to come back around. Someone may be trying to come back around. Why the Knight of Wands here? Yeah, I think you finding out that someone is not really reciprocating your emotions back to you this month. It may be revealed that it may have messed with you, but I think like you're gonna release this, whatever this is. I don't think you're gonna stay stuck in that situation. Make sure. Why the Queen of Cups here? One more card, please. Yeah, someone... Okay, I think you're going to cut your losses here. Whatever this is that is not being reciprocated, I think you're just not going to allow yourself to, like, beat yourself up over it. I think you're just going to retract your energy and, you know, keep to yourself. Like, I think you're just going to keep to yourself this month in regards to something, especially after dealing with some emotional unavailability or emotional drainage in some way, shape, or form, and also heal from this heartbreak. I guess it's a message is, if you feel as though something is not being reciprocated in the way that you want it to, please don't invest your energy in places that is not reciprocal in any way, shape, or form, okay? Why the Sun reverse? Judgment. And I think you're trying to wait before you make that decision, or before you make a move on somebody. I think you're really trying to see what else is out there, or what else is next for you before you make a decision. And I think you're waiting on something to get revealed too before you make the decision. I think you're waiting patiently to see. You're holding yourself back. Or this is encouraging you to hold back from emotionally unreciprocal situations. But I think you're just something's just not able to be revised. And now this could be like an old connection, because I also forget. I always get lost into the imagery of this card, because it don't look like the typical judgment card. But the Judgment card does represent like something coming back around, or something coming back up to life. Something's coming back up for review. I think something is not coming back up to review. I think this is something this may be something from the past that may try to come back around. But then you find out that fat meat is greasy. I'm not trying to be funny. You find out that something is not as reciprocal as it once was, or it's just not the same. And usually, like, when someone try to come back around after, a big rift happened, it's just not going to be the same. It's not going to be the same. But I think it's becoming obvious to you this month that you probably need to cut your losses on something and not drain yourself any further. But I think you're trying to wait and see before actually making that move on something, or before directing yourself or directing your energy on something, okay? One more card as to why the moon reverse is here, please. Something's not able to... This is something that has not come to a conclusion. This could be something from the past. This is something that may be coming back around for review, or something that may be... How can I put this? Something that hasn't came to a completion yet. Let's just say that much. So whatever this is, Scorpio, that happens this month, just know, like, you know, if you have to, just retract your energy from places that is not reciprocal. And also, like, you don't have to make a quick decision right now in regards to the situation. If you feel as though you need to gather more information before you make any decisions, do that. You gotta do what's right for you. But just know, like, don't lead yourself into heartbreak after, like, you may find out something was not emotionally reciprocated. They may turn you off too, but you may decide to no longer work on it, and you might just put that energy back into yourself. That's what I get for you this month, Scorpio. Just take it easy this month, okay? Okay. Sagittarius. Sagittarius, what's coming up for you? Something's not moving. Ooh, something's coming to an end this month. Something's getting revealed this month. Something's coming to an end this month, Sagittarius. Why the Wheel of Fortune reversed? Something's closing up in your life, Sagittarius. That's just straightforward, straight to the point. Why the Ten of Swords here? Oh shit, that's too many cards. Why the Empress reverse? Perfect. Maybe a connection. I think you're okay. Sagittarius. The word I get for you is shifting. You're shifting. You pulled 3 major arcana here. You're shifting. Stuff is wrapping up in your life. Something's coming to a conclusion. And I get, like, scrap what you thought. This is what it is. I don't know why I'm getting that message. Scrap what you thought. This is what it is. So basically, get out of fantasy mode. Confirmation. Get out of fantasy mode. Scrap what you thought. This is what it is. And what you thought probably is not aligning with what it is. Why the Nine of Cups reversed here? Okay. Yeah. Get out of delusions this month, Sagittarius. I know this is a weird message. Okay, let me ask a question. Why the Empress reversed? Eight of Swords. You may feel trapped to a situation, or you may feel stuck or unable to move or make any decisions. I don't think you're able to really commit to anything at this time. Whatever this is. One more card is the why the Empress reverse. Five of Pentacles reverse. Something may be coming back around. Some type of injustice. Something may remind you of this something that you experienced that was unjustly or not fair in nature. Someone may be coming back around, or something may be coming back around that reminds you of something. Why the Wheel of Fortune reverse here? Yeah, some type of missed opportunity. Some missed opportunity, possibly. Okay, Sagittarius, I'm just channeling. Scrap what it is. This is what it is. Scrap what you think you should be doing and actually work on the things that's actually meant for you to work on, if that makes sense. You know, we as people tend to have like an idea of how our life should go, but I think the universe is pushing you to a direction that you did not think you would be pushed to. And whatever it is that you thought, like whatever it is that I just got drawn to this, you may not be interested, or you may have not been interested in this particular thing. But just understand that like some stuff you may think you weren't supposed to do, you're actually supposed to do. I don't know why I'm getting that message. So scrap those old ideals, scrap that old mindset, scrap that old plan, whatever the fuck that is, and just be open to what the universe has in store for you this month. Because it may not go the way that you think it is, but it will lead you to where you need to go. Don't make commitments right now if you can help it. I think fate is at play here. Whatever this is, fate is at play, and the wheel of fate hasn't turned yet. I think you're starting to recognize that, like, you're just the traveler. The universe holds the map. God, the angels, the universe, whatever you believe in, they hold the map. So you may feel like you can't really make a move right now. You can't really move forward to something right now. But just know things are wrapping up and things are just shifting you. You're shifting, Sagittarius. That's all I can really say here. You're shifting. So scrap what you think. This is what it is. And this is where you're going. Is what I get here for you, Sagittarius. Alright. That's what I get for you. Straight to the point. I mainly just channeled for your read. And I usually be like, what the fuck did I just get that message for? And I'm like, is that accurate? Am I telling the truth? Am I really thinking right or relaying the messages? I gotta trust myself some more. Last three, though. Capricorn, what's coming up for you this month? Nine of Cups reverse. Hierophant reverse. Connection didn't turn out the way that you thought. What's coming up for you, Capricorn, this month? Seven of Pentacles, seven of... You're holding back. You're holding back. Something did not come to... Why the Nine of Cups here? Why the Nine of Cups reverse here? Why the Nine of Cups reverse here? Okay. Tower reverse. World card. Six of Cups. This could have been something did not work with you in the way that you wanted it to, or in the way that it was supposed to, and it's wrapping up. Something's closing out. What was once a wish fulfillment turned into something that was shit. You're holding back, though. You're trying to reevaluate things. Reevaluate what has transpired. Why that's there? Ten of Cups and Five of Wands reverse. You're trying to reevaluate your priorities, but you're also trying to figure out what the fuck just happened. Especially possibly in regards to a situation or connection that you was in. I think you're trying to see, like, what did you do wrong or where did you go wrong? But to be honest with you, sometimes you really just... Sometimes you're just not gonna know. But I think you're trying to figure out what went wrong. Like, you're trying to evaluate, like, what happened. It was supposed to be this. So what changed? What happened? And I think you're holding back and trying to reevaluate a situation reevaluate this situation that did not come together the way that you thought it was. So also, okay, now that I think about it, I think you're trying to also like see what, change up your plans and see what other direction you can take, what other thing you can do in order to rectify the situation, or in order to like really get the result that you want, but trying to replan or restructure your formula or your map here. Because whatever this is, it was possibly like, it probably had a lot of cracks in it, but I think you're starting to trying to figure out what would get you to that 10 of cups, what would get you to that emotional fulfillment, what will get you to that Ace of Pentacles. I don't know why I said Ace of Pentacles, but what would get you that foundation that you crave. So I think you're wrapping up things in your life. Let me see, let me get some more clarification. Why the World here? Why the World here? You're wrapping up cycles, old cycles or memories. Things that just did not work out for you, or things that like left a bad taste in your mouth. I think you're wrapping up that emotional cycle that you was in regards to reevaluating your circumstances, or reevaluating like, just reevaluating like, I think you're just done. I think you're letting your emotions like flow out of you, like any type of past disappointments that you've had. I think you're no longer going to ruminate on it, but you're also trying to reevaluate what you can do to prevent the same outcome from happening again. You're trying to figure out what else you can do so you can prevent that outcome again. Because whatever you went through, I think it really took an emotional hit on you. But for the most part, I think you're just no longer going to deceive yourself. And I think you're going to get real with yourself about what you really want as well. And you're not going to allow yourself to rush through that process. I think you're going to take your time figuring that out. Why the Seven of Pentacles here? Chariot, yeah. You're taking your time before you actually commit to anything. Before you commit to anything, I think you're taking your time. You're taking your time. So you can prevent what happened to you recently, or in general. You're trying to reevaluate your circumstances. Why the Seven of Swords here? Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, I think you no longer want to replay that cycle in your head where you felt cheated, or where you felt as though you didn't have the opportunities, you didn't have the growth, you didn't have all the stuff that you want. I think you're trying to stop that cycle from playing in your head. I think you're going to try and get out of your own way this month. You're going to focus on your healing, possibly. Is what I see here. You're making tweaks this month, Capricorn. You're tweaking your formula. That's what I see. All right. Capricorn. 2 more signs left. And then we'll do a collective, and then I think we'll tie it off with a card of the month. So let's do it. Okay. All right. Last but not, well, not last but not least, but Aquarius, what's coming up for you this month? What's coming up for you this month, Aquarius? Something is revealed about a commitment, possibly. What's coming up for you this month? Someone was not honest with you in regards to your emotions, possibly. Someone was like being reserved. Why the Queen of Pentacles here reverse? Why the Queen of Pentacles reverse here? Someone was holding back, possibly, because the Queen of Pentacles represent like holding yourself back, keeping your coins to your chest, not really exerting any energy. Why the Queen of Pentacles reverse here? Why the Queen of Pentacles reverse? High Priestess. You got two revelation cards, Aquarius. Two things are going to get revealed to you this month. Let me see. Let me get more clarification. Why the moon reverse here? Why the moon reverse here? Something did not grow the way that you thought it was going to grow. Something did not go the way that you thought it was going to go. And I think you're becoming impatient. Something gets revealed that like makes you say, you know what, let me cut my losses, because this and I think that whatever the situation was, it made you lose hope in something. And I think you want to get yourself out of that disappointment energy or that stagnant energy that you was in. But something gets revealed. Some immaturity gets revealed. And something about a Queen of Pentacles. Someone, let me see, why the High Priestess reversed here? You got two revelation cards. Someone was being closed off, causing drama behind the scenes possibly. Something gets revealed in regards to a person. There's too many people involved. I got Pisces, earth sign, water sign, heavy water. That's so weird. It's something emotional, something that's internal. Something gets revealed internally. I don't know why I want to say results. Why the moon here? Why the moon reverse here, please? Please give me a clear answer. If something you once felt stuck to, something you felt stuck to, something gets revealed that makes you feel stuck. Something gets revealed that makes you feel stuck. Why the High Priestess here? Possibly in regards to a connection or a commitment that you were once in. Something gets revealed about that situation. Something gets revealed in regards to that situation. Something's getting released. Why the Page of Cups reverse? Why the Page of Cups reverse? Ace of Wands. This is confusing. Aquarius, what the fuck is this? Is this Aquarius? Upright, yes. Reverse, no. Upright, yes. Reverse, no. Is this Aquarius? Yes. You feel like two different people. You in two different minds, two different sets. You really are in two different mindsets. I think you're wanting to free yourself, though, if I'm not mistaken. You no longer want to commit to anything that confuses you. And I think something gets revealed that helps you to release yourself from whatever it is that you feel stuck from. So something's going to get revealed to you that helps push you in the direction that you need to be pushed in. Emotionally, you may feel detached or you may feel closed off from things at this time. But I think you're no longer going to be waiting on something. You're no longer going to feel stagnant. I think things are going to start revealing itself to you to where you can make that decision, to where you can feel more in control and you won't have to feel stuck. I think your stuff is just getting revealed to you that's needed in order for you to move on properly or to not feel stunted or stuck. I think you're trying to get that victory, like that recognition that you deserve. Something that you've been waiting patiently on. I think you just been feeling like you weren't getting your ships to come through in a manner that you want. But I think you're moving on from something, especially after something get revealed, whatever this revelation is, whatever this unveiling is. But I think you also may not work on something anymore, possibly a connection or a commitment that you once was in. I think you're no longer going to allow yourself to stay connected to something like that. But I also think something gets revealed to where you get to move on or you get to have a passionate new start somewhere else and get out of the stagnant energy that you was once in. What's getting revealed about someone holding back communication? someone not being honest, someone holding back, someone not telling you the full story. I think someone was not talking to you or communicating with you about something, but I think whatever this is, someone's gonna whatever this person was withholding is gonna get revealed this month. Especially if you was waiting on that answer. Like if you was like trying to figure out like what is this person not saying, or someone was like skirting around the truth or skirting around like being clear, I think that's going to get revealed. Someone's dishonesty, or someone's direct lack of directness, or someone's lack of like telling you like it is, like someone not telling you something. But whatever this communication come through, it's gonna shift the dynamics. It's gonna make a difference. So this is what's getting revealed, and I think whatever this communication is, it's gonna help you to become unstuck. Especially if it was some information you was trying to put the puzzle piece to. Like you get the final piece of the puzzle, if that makes sense. So that's what I get here, Aquarius. I know that was weird, but that's what I get. Hopefully it makes sense. Girl, I don't know if I'm saying, like, I gotta trust myself. All right, last but not least, Pisces. What's coming up for you this month? Okay. Keep seeing two cards, two major arcana, the World and the Tower. What are you avoiding something? Hold on, let me pause. All right, Pisces, what's coming up for you? Are you avoiding something, Pisces? What's coming up for you, Pisces? Possibly avoiding your feelings, run away from your emotions. What's coming up for you, Pisces? Okay, that just blew the fuck out. What are you losing hope on? You don't feel optimistic about something? You don't feel confident about something, possibly? Think you're no longer interested in something? Not interested in stuff that did not work out? Let's see. Why the Knight of Cups reversed for Pisces this month? Ten of Cups. Ten of Swords reverse. You losing hope on a connection, possibly? I don't think you... Let me see. Why does Star reverse here? One more card is the Knight of Cups reverse. Okay, yeah, okay. Why the Star reverse? One more card for why the Star is reverse, please. Why the Star reverse? Okay, that makes sense. King of Swords. Okay, Pisces. I'm gonna hold my hand when I say this. You don't have to touch my hand. You can wear a glove. Actually, I wear a glove when I hold your fucking hand because I don't want to touch your fucking hand. I don't know where your hand being. It could be up your ass for all I know. But in any case, let me take my hand back. Take that back. Why did I go on that tangent? I think you're retracting your emotions from a situation because it probably was making you feel burnt out in some way, shape, or form. And I think you're losing hope on this, whatever you was connected to, because it's not coming together in the way that you want it to. Why am I Ten of Cups here? Oh yeah, I see the Eight of Pentacles reverse flipped out. You know what? Like, something's just not working out the way that you want to, and I think you want to release yourself from that situation. You no longer want to feel stuck to that situation. I think you want to heal from that situation. What is that card? Yeah, you want to move out of, you want to get out of a situation this month, Pisces. I think you want to free yourself from situations that make you feel like you can't really fully be your emotional self. You no longer want to work on situations like this. And this could be in regards to work, like something disappointed you in regards to work and you want to like see what else is out there. Or you may feel a bit weary about was out there, especially if it was something in regards to work because of what you experienced. But I think you wanted to like release yourself and heal from a situation so you can move on properly from whatever this was that has transpired. Communication may come in from a person or connection. Communication may come in from somebody. Side note, this could be from the back, that's happening in the background, but something you're no longer wanting to commit to is coming up for you in the month of September. And I think you're retracting your emotional energy from it so you won't become swept away by it once it like, I think you're getting out of la la land too in regards to this. Like, I think you're getting more realistic about some things in regards to something. And I think you lost hope on something. I think something just, you lost hope and optimism on the outlook on some type of situation that was in that did not come together the way that you thought it was going to come together. And you're getting out of that disappointment energy too, is what I see here. And I think you want to commit to yourself. Let me see. Why the Nine of Pentacles reversed here? Yeah, this is something that's hidden. I think you want to become more to yourself this month. You want to become more to yourself this month. And I think you're feeling a little bit insecure about your standing in life right now. Is this about career? Upright yes, reverse no. Okay, it's not about career. It's in regards, no, but it's like you're avoiding something that make you feel. Is this in regards to love? Upright yes, reverse no. Is this in regards to love? Upright yes, reverse no. Yes. Yeah. It's in regards to love, Pisces. I think something was hidden from you in regards to, something was hidden, possibly a third party. Possibly a third party situation. Why the moon here? Judgment. Emperor's reverse. Something just, it hasn't came out in the open yet, but if someone, one more card. Why the Nine of Pentacles reverse here? There's a third person involved, Pisces. I don't know if you know this or not. There may be a third person involved. There may be a third person involved in this situation. You heard that honk? And I think it may be hidden from you, Pisces. There's too many threes here. Too many threes. Too many people here too. I don't think someone was being honest about someone else. And you may find that out this month. That someone was not. And it kind of makes you want to retract your energy and your emotions because you're not getting that full happy family picture that you had in your head in regards to something. And I think you want to hold yourself back from that truth. I think you're trying to hold yourself back from that truth. You're trying to avoid the truth of the situation. Do you already know about this, Pisces? Do you already know there's just someone else involved and you're still trying to go along with it? Like you're trying to avoid dealing with that revelation? Because the Seven of Swords was at the bottom of the deck when I pulled these cards. Pisces, don't be a trashy bitch. Come on now. If it ain't you, don't apply. But why would you sign up to be that? A side piece? Especially if you already know about it, Pisces. Like, what? Are you trying to retract yourself from the truth? Like, you know it's going on, but you're trying to, like, sweep that out of your head? But I think slowly but surely you're trying not to work on it or put too much emotional energy towards it. But secretly there's someone else, possibly. You may not know it or this person may know it. You may know it or you may not know it. Now, some Pisces may know about this already and they still want to continue on with the shit. But other Pisces, they may not know. And because you may not know, it's still hidden. Something's still hidden. Something's not being out in the open. Something's not out in the open, Pisces. 3 is the crowd for you this month. Be careful, Pisces. Be careful. A lot of Judgment card here. One more card for Pisces. Pisces. Come on now. I think you're going to make a decision to not involve yourself in this. Ultimately, you're not trying to involve yourself in challenges, unnecessary challenges. I think that's what you're trying to do. I think you're going to focus more on your happiness this month. Whatever gets revealed to you, Pisces, just know you don't have to stay stuck to the situation, okay? You don't have to stay stuck to the situation. But don't avoid that truth. Some of you are avoiding that truth and still going along with it, which is weird as fuck to me. But that's not for me to understand, because I don't like to I don't want to understand shit like that. Why am I being snappy to y'all, Pisces? As if I don't have no Pisces fucking placements. But yeah, don't avoid the truth this month, Pisces. And retract your energy in places that is not making sense, okay? That's what I get here for you this month. And just know there may be something hidden from you or something hidden in the background. If there's a third person, you may make a decision if you find this out. Like I said, it's not for all, so this is very specific. But I think you're starting to cut your losses or just try to distance yourself from that situation, especially if this is something that was unknown to you. Because it's the moon here, like it's hidden. It's not something that was seen, but I think it may get revealed this month too. I mean, eclipses are going through your sign, so whatever you're releasing this month, just allow it to let go. Let the eclipses do its thing, okay? All right. September 7th for you, the Pisces full moon, lunar eclipse. Yes, right? Yeah, lunar eclipse. Okay. Now, last but not least, let's do a collective tarot message for the month of September. So what is the collective tarot message I have for all signs that I read for today? What is the collective tarot message for the month of September 2025? What is the message I can give to the collective overall? What's the overall message I can give to the collective in regards to September 2025? What is the message I can give to the collective here? What is the message I can give to the collective in regards to September 2025? What is the message I can give to the collective in regards to this month? We are in eclipse season, y'all, so be wary of that. What is the message I can give to the collective for September 2025? What is the messages? What messages can I give to the collective? What is the message I can give to the collective that they need to hear? What is the messages I can give to the collective that they need to hear? What is the messages I can give to the collective that they need to hear? Alright. What is the messages I can give to the collective? Death. You're ending stuff in order to regain back your confidence, regain back your emotional stability in situations. You no longer want to be in this bitter energy. You want to put work towards things that actually matters this month. Collective. Straight to the point. Death card flew out. The sun flew out. You're in the King of Wands at the bottom of the deck. You wanted to move on. You want to make endings. You want to transform. You want to shine this month, collective. You're not allowing situations to weigh you down anymore. I think you're also not allowing things to bog you down, like take away from you like that. You're being more selective is what I see here. A lot of death card here. 7 of Wands. And I think you're ending defending yourself too. Like if someone don't understand, if someone don't want to recognize you who you are, you don't want to defend, you don't want to fight to prove a point either. I think you're just like, you're tired of the back and forth. You're tired of like being misunderstood. You're tired of feeling as though like people are just trying to find something to do. You're just nipping that shit in the bud and you say, you know what, fucking, I'm gonna end this shit. I don't have to put up with this shit. If this shit ain't come together, then damn it, it's just not gonna come together. Point blank. Why the sun here? Why the sun card here? Now you may feel a little bit like it. You pulled the Queen of Wands reverse, clarifying the sun here. One more card as to why the sun is here. Night and day. You're releasing things. Okay, I can take it as that. You're releasing things that make you not feel confident in who you are, or does not make you feel in your power, or does not make you feel as connected to yourself. I think you're no longer wanting to be bogged down, collective. You want to shine. You want to feel alive again. You know, like things are being swept out of your life that is making you feel like this. That does not make you feel confident. That does not make you feel like you can shine. That does not make you feel you can be yourself or be direct and be honest. I think you're no longer going to avoid that truth here. And you're, like I think you're just no longer in the mode of where you want to like fight to prove yourself or fight to be in places that you do not fit in or do not belong. And I think you're going to stand out this month, collective. You're going to work on standing out. You're dropping burdens. You're no longer interested. If you don't see me for me, I don't have to deal with it no more. One more card as to why the Death card is here. Magician, King of Swords reverse. Yeah. I don't think you're going back and forth in your mind anymore, collective. You know what you want. And you know what you deserve. You know what you deserve in a situation. And you're not going to overthink it either. I think you're just in a mode where it's like, no, I know this ain't right. I know it ain't right. So I'm going to try and work on the things and figure out what else is out there for me. This is your energy this month, collective. Figure out what else is there for me. This is going to be the title of this video or the messages of the collective. Like, I can have what I want. And I don't have to put up with things that I don't resonate with. I got this last week. I can do bad all by myself. I don't need your approval. You're not fighting for approval anymore, collective. You're not. You're getting out of that mode where it's like you're fighting for external validation. You're just gonna shine. You're just gonna shine. Just simple as that. Just simple as that. Simple as that for the collective this month. Very simple message. I'm not even gonna extend it that way, but very cute message. I actually enjoy that one. Last month's message was getting out of dead-end connections. This month's message is to basically, how could I put this? This month's message is to basically be you. Be you. Shit. All right. Where did I put my other cards? There we go. All right. All right. So, card of the month for this month. I've been liking these meditation cards. It's so beautiful. I'm so glad I remembered these because these are so amazing. So I'm going to pull one of these meditation cards for the month that is basically a word that you need to know. May you know is the word. Okay? So, with that being said, let's go ahead and pull one of these final messages for you guys this month. All right. Okay. I'm just going to shuffle it. It's going to be like big ass cards anyway. Okay. All right. All right, what's the message I can give to collective? What shall they know this month? 2 cards. May you know this moment, and may you know fascination. So 2 cards want to come out, and healing at the bottom of the deck. All right, so I guess I'll read these 2. May you know this moment, and may you know fascination. All right, so let's go ahead and read this shit. I guess I read this moment first. Okay. May you know this moment. May you know this moment in all of its splendor. May you know that this moment is all that you have, so embrace its very essence. Let old stories and ideas and patterns that are no longer serving you drop away. Who are you today? And more importantly, who do you want to be in this moment? Savor this moment and live as the fullest expression of yourself at this moment. Joyful, angry, excited, sad, whatever is true in this moment. If it's uncomfortable, move through it. It will pass and a new moment, an opportunity will arrive. Did I just say that, y'all? And here I am overthinking my own messages, y'all. It's in the pudding. Proof is in the pudding. Let's do fascination next. May you know fascination. All right. Last but not least, may you know fascination. May you know fascination. May you remember the excitement and wonder of a child. May you let go of rigid ideas and look at the world with curiosity and ask questions. May you marvel at its magnificence and its intricate complexity. And may you feel grateful for the capacity to know that fascination is a vital life force, energy that allows conscious exploration and discovery. You're discovering who you are this month, collective. You're no longer going to be a part of situations where you feel as though you have to dim yourself down, where you have to prove yourself to other people, where you have to try to make sense to other people. I think you're dropping that facade and you're allowing yourself to just be. So that's the messages I have for the collective this month of September. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And also follow along with me for the weekly messages. I give a weekly tarot message for each of the zodiac signs every week on Monday or Tuesday, depending on how the fuck my Wi-Fi want to work that day. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Let me know your thoughts down below. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time.